Welcome back to Coins Numismatic series, the channel where history, value, and hidden treasures inside pocket change come alive. Today, you're in for a real treat, because we're diving deep into the world of one of America's most beloved collectible coins. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll look at the humble 1937 wheat penny 1-cent coin in fine condition with a brand new appreciation, and who knows, you might even go digging through your coin jars after this. Let's jump right in and uncover the story, value, rarity, and fascinating secrets behind the 1937 Lincoln wheat penny. Picture this, it's 1937. The Great Depression is still gripping America, but things are slowly beginning to change. Franklin D. Roosevelt is leading the nation through hope and recovery. In people's pockets, in cash registers, and passing hand to hand in everyday life was the 1937 Lincoln wheat cent, tiny copper coins that bought gum, newspapers, school lunches, and pieces of the American dream. When you hold a 1937 penny today, you're holding a piece of that history, a physical echo of resilience, struggle, and hope. Now, the 1937 wheat penny belongs to one of the most iconic coin series produced by the United States Mint, the Lincoln wheat cent struck from 1909 to 1958. These coins feature the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic wheat ears on the reverse, designed to symbolize prosperity and national growth. The 1937 issue fits right in the heart of that timeline, and collectors love it not just because of its age, but because it represents a pivotal moment in American history. Let's talk about what makes the 1937 penny special. First, the composition. These pennies were struck primarily from copper, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. When you hold one, especially in fine condition, you're holding a coin that has survived decades of circulation. A fine condition wheat penny typically shows moderate wear. You'll notice that Lincoln's details are still visible, his hair, the curve of his coat, and facial features, though softened by time. On the reverse, the wheat stalks are still clear, though not sharp, and the lettering, 1 cent, and United States of America, remains bold and readable. For a coin that's nearly 90 years old, that's impressive. The 1937 penny was minted in 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins feature a small D, and San Francisco bears an S. In fine condition, most 1937 pennies are affordable for collectors, making them ideal beginner pieces, but some versions can be worth significantly more depending on rarity, minting quality, and errors. More on that shortly. Before we jump into value, let's explore why this coin even exists, and why it looks the way it does. The Lincoln cent was first produced in 1909 to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real person, breaking away from the tradition of using symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, a talented sculptor, and while the obverse remained largely the same throughout its run, the reverse bearing the wheat design became a symbol of American strength in agriculture. By 1937, the wheat penny had already been circulating for nearly 30 years, and Americans had grown attached to it. It was the coin kids saved in piggy banks, the coin soldiers would later carry for luck during World War II, and a coin that countless citizens handled every single day. Every nick, scratch, and smoothing on a 1937 wheat penny tells a story, the markets it passed through, the hands it helped feed, and the era it lived through. Now, let's talk value. Collectors often look at 4 main factors when determining the worth of a 1937 wheat penny: condition, mint mark, rarity, and whether the coin has errors. While a 1937 penny in fine condition is considered a mid-grade collectible, it still holds value far beyond 1 cent. The average 1937 Philadelphia mint penny in fine condition generally holds a modest value, making it an accessible entry point for those building a wheat cent collection. Coins from Denver and San Francisco mints, especially those with fully visible details, tend to command slightly more. Rarity increases if the coin is exceptionally well preserved or comes from a lower mintage batch. And here's where things get exciting: error coins. Some 1937 pennies feature striking mistakes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even die cracks. These errors can boost the value significantly and create thrilling treasure hunts for collectors. Imagine owning a coin where the mint accidentally struck the design twice, leaving doubled letters. Those can fetch impressive prices. Fine condition is particularly interesting because it's a sweet spot for collectors. It shows the coin lived its life, circulated, and touched history, but it's still attractive enough that the details tell the story. You'll see wear, but not damage. It's the perfect balance between affordability and historical charm. Another fascinating aspect of the 1937 penny is how collectors approach it. Many coin enthusiasts aim to collect an entire set of wheat pennies, every year and mint mark from 1909 to 1958. The 1937 coin is a must-have to complete this historic run. Owning it means owning a part of the economic journey through the Depression era, a symbol of one of the country's most challenging periods. It's common to see the 1937 penny showcased in coin albums, display cases, or passed down as a family heirloom. Let's travel back to the 1930s for a moment. A penny could go a long way. It bought candy, stamps, matches, or even helped save up for bigger items. Kids would find pennies on sidewalks or earn them for chores, and people valued them in ways we barely consider today. With inflation and changing times, the penny may feel insignificant now, but in 1937, it mattered a lot. Holding this coin today is like holding a small time capsule from a world that looked very different from ours. Another important part of the story is the legacy of Abraham Lincoln himself. His face on the coin continued to reinforce his role as a national symbol of unity, freedom, and leadership. For many Americans living through the Great Depression, Lincoln's portrait wasn't just a design, it was a reminder of perseverance and hope, something they needed daily. The wheat ears on the back symbolized prosperity and growth, fitting themes for a nation rebuilding itself. So, how do you know if your 1937 wheat penny is truly fine condition? In the grading world, fine means the coin shows moderate wear but retains strong outlines and readable details. Lincoln's hair and facial features should still be clear, though slightly worn. The reverse should show visible wheat lines, though not sharp. The rims remain intact, and lettering is clean. If you find a 1937 penny like this, it's worth keeping safe. Store it in a coin flip, a protective capsule, or a coin album to prevent further wear. Collectors love this coin not only for what it is but for the story it tells. The 1937 wheat penny represents history you can hold, an artifact that connected millions of Americans during a difficult chapter of the nation's journey. And while it may not be the rarest coin in existence, its charm, affordability, and historical significance make it a favorite among both new and seasoned numismatists. Before we wrap up this video, here's a treasure hunting tip. Always check old jars, wallets, drawers, inherited coin collections, and even pocket change when you get rare cents back by mistake. Wheat pennies still show up, and yes, even a 1937 penny could be hiding out there waiting to be discovered. So keep your eyes sharp, your coin knowledge growing, and your passion for history alive. Because every coin tells a story, and the 1937 wheat penny tells one worth listening to. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1937 wheat penny 1-cent coin in fine condition, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Coin's Numismatic series, and share your coin findings in the comments below. Have one of these pennies in your collection? Tell us where you found it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may your pockets always bring you treasure.